finally autumn, but I just really hope that the builders don't start hammering away. Hello and welcome back to my opera channel. I'm Avi Green. Yes, that's me. And I am your local opera singer, your local YouTube opera singer. Anyway, since it is autumn, and I'm kind of using this time as like a spring cleaning and deciding what to look forward to and look at in my realm of stuff on my bookshelf, and I thought I would take you along for a little bit of a bookshelf tour, a little bit of a clear out, a little bit of decisions on how to pick what to learn next. And I know that I have a lot of stuff on my shelf, so I thought, why not take you along? So here's footage from a couple days ago for when I actually went through my bookshelf, and then you can come back here and we'll talk about what I picked. So I'll see you in a minute. And welcome to the floor. I'm gonna do some inventory. I also need to organize. I don't know if I should show you that. I also need to organize this bookshelf, so we're gonna pull the bookshelf out and we are going to look at what's inside and decide what I'm going to sing. Probably need a dust too. Let's start. Everything's fallen over now, so that's the right time to start. There's my cup of tea. Okay, books don't need to go here. This is relevant. But speaking of books, this has been a wonderful resource if you are looking to sing more songs, especially if you are in a UK music institution and you're a singing student and you have to learn an English song, you want to be a bit more creative. This will give you the poems, and then we'll send you to the music, and I got this at the V&A for like £3 because it was on sale, so I was like, yes please, that's for me. So let's do a little bit of like what's on this bookshelf. Filing and like old school stuff that I'm probably never going to use because probably not. The cover for my microphone, more books, and Scores, which is my pride and joy. I think this here is like a lot of pounds. Let's do this. Let's see what I have. Starting with, this I got at the library in Tel Aviv University for 6 shekel. Am I going to be singing this? Probably not. I think when I got this I thought it was a soprano. Yeah, I thought I was going to sing Gabrielle. But no, unfortunately, I won't. Should I keep it? I mean, I guess we're not throwing anything away right now. Well, we just need to see what we have here. Then I have Bach, also soprano arias that I will not sing. Stabat Mater, which I've learnt and many times and still have not performed. But this is the bad edition. Apparently, this is not the edition you're supposed to buy. You have to buy the Barenreiter one, so I think, yes, see, I have a Barenreiter. Ooh, I actually sang in this. I was second soprano in this one. Or maybe even first soprano, because I was very confused about my voice. Am I going to sing this again? Probably not. Is it useful to have? Maybe I can make like wall art with this one. Okay, so here's a question I have. I have not looked at anything in here in a really long time, and it's just like copy sheet music. Should I go through this and just recycle whatever I won't be singing anytime soon? And anyway, I can always get them on IMSLP now. Do I need photocopied versions of things that I also have on my iPad? Reconsider. See, all this stuff is that. Alright, we're gonna have to go through all of that and do some recycling. What is this? Oh, this I won't throw away because this is Dina's Song, which was a new opera that I premiered 2 roles in last year. So I'm gonna keep it because memories. All alone in the moonlight. Rusalka by Dvořák. This was the first video I did on YouTube, which you can go see. I did the synopsis after being in the opera. And I was in an opera studio doing, not an opera studio, did like a, sort of a paid to sing where I sang the third water sprite, which is great. Maybe I'll just look at this again. Maybe I can look at other roles in this. I'm gonna leave this as like, Avi, you have to look at this and do things from. Mozart Requiem. Do I need it? Probably not. But we'll keep it. Do I even have anything to say in here? Well, but I guess it's always good. C minor Mass. I have horror stories about learning this role. I'm kidding, not horror stories, but I did not enjoy trying to learn the second soprano. I'm really not a Mozart singer. I don't think. Maybe I shouldn't say that online, but I don't think I'll be looking at either of these anytime soon. Which brings me to the giant collection of Mozart scores I have. I kind of wish I wasn't so impulsive whenever I got new scores to write in them. But maybe I think out of all of them, unfortunately, the Magic Flute is the one I would probably use the most, because I could potentially sing the third Dama, and I've written all over it. Ah, so impulsive. I guess I could learn the third Dama, and that way I could know it. What's this one? La Clemenza di Tito. The potential role that I thought I was going to learn from this was Sesto, and just marked it. If someone is learning Sesto and wants to buy this off of me, please leave it in the description box below, and let's chat. I have done some of the translating for you, and I have marked Sesto in green. That's with a colored pencil. I mean, I don't think that's too bad. Hit me up. Let me know if you would like this. We'll talk. We'll talk in the description box, but let me know if you would be interested. Actually, if you are interested in any of these scores, please let me know in the comments box below, and we'll chat. I also have the same thing for Don Giovanni. Don't think I'll be singing anything out of Don G anytime soon, or ever, just because it's not really my voice type. The only thing I could potentially sing is Cerlina, and that's just not fun for me. So if you are interested, once again, hit me up. And then Le Nozze di Figaro. Also, let's see. How much of a mess have I done? Not that bad. Just like 2 pages worth of translations on them. So if you're interested. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna put this all back because we've made a mess. Ugh. You don't go in here, so that's fine. We'll keep you in here. Okay, moving on to the next side. Let's turn this around. Ow. So here we have the box of doom that I think every shelf in the world has a box of doom like this. Do you know what I mean? Where you throw your shit. So let's start with the bottom shelf. Okay. Whew. Now is the time when I'm going to finish learning this roll. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but now I'm actually going to do it. So we're working our way through the translations. I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm almost there. I'm not almost there, but I'm getting closer. So that needs to be done. I need to just set time to like sit and do it, like time block better. Handel's Messiah. I've had this score for a very long time, and I just need to sit and do it, and I have actually been meeting with one of my really good friends, and we've been like learning it together. Well, she's been just helping me figure out how to learn it, because I have severe fear of learning Handel stuff, because it just, there's so many notes and it just feels scary. Rossini's Missa Solennelle, sometimes also known as Petite Missa Solennelle. But yeah, there's some really great alto stuff in here, and I'm very excited. I'm gonna start digging my teeth into this one. I'm excited because I bought it with the intention of singing the soprano part, but voice types and stuff, and I'm actually the alto part. So working on that now. Oh, I'm excited. Then I have my iPad that's died. It hasn't died actually, it's just I forget to charge it, and then I'm always on like low battery, and then it just dies. So I have to charge you. I'm gonna put you on my desk to do that. This one, L'Enfant et le Sortilège. I keep saying I'm going to learn this, but I actually don't think I'm going to start now. I don't think so. It's not something that's itching for me to learn. But yeah, I think there are a couple of rules that I could potentially sing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this for a little bit, and I'm going to talk to my teacher. And I just started with a new teacher now, so I'm gonna hold off a little bit. Oh, my final recital music. We can burn you now. No, I'm kidding. We're not gonna burn you, but actually, we really don't need you anymore. I have all this music on my iPad anyway. And if someone wants it, we're in the digital age and you just email them the music. This I bought off of a friend for $10 back when I was in America. And I should be learning Carmen at this point, but I'm just kind of terrified. I think because she has like such a big name and I'm not the biggest fan of this opera. I mean, I love it. It really got me going into the opera industry. But I think that's probably why I think that it's a lot of shoes to fill by doing this. So I will look at this, but maybe in 6 months' time. So September, October, November, December, let's say February. In February, hit me up. Say, Avi, have you started looking at Carmen yet? The answer will probably be no, but you follow up with me. Speaking of French music, I also have 30 Forêt songs, which these are just beautiful. Maybe I should just sit and try and learn them, even just to play them on the piano and just kind of work my fingers, see what I can do. We'll just look at this. I know I don't have to sing French song, but it's sometimes nice to not only sing like the big stuff. It's important to also have like things that you can go to and just say, oh, I'll just, you know, warm up my vocal cords today by singing some Forêt. This I also got at the library at Tel Aviv University when they were doing their yearly sale when everything's so inexpensive. I have nothing to sing in here. Great, another one. Ah, damn it, I actually really love the Brahms German Requiem. Just so beautiful. A notebook that is full. This was quarantine month 1 and 2. The guide to using my camera. Don't need this. I probably do need this actually. We're almost done, I promise. Purcell's Dido and Aeneas. That is one I should be learning. She's really not in it that much comparatively, and it's only like 20 minutes of an opera, 30 minutes of an opera. Also, great opera to do if you just have like a small company and low budget and no time and you want to get people involved. This is great because you don't really need that many people or that many instruments. Every opera singer's... Why is there 2 for sopranos? There's a coloratura soprano, Arias for soprano, volume 2, and then 1 for mezzos, 1 for tenors, 1 for baritones, and 1 for basses. That just goes to show the injustice of writing for different voice types. Am I happy about that? No. But this is the Anthology Arias for mezzo soprano. Pretty much everyone should have this. Thing is, there are like 7 arias in here that I won't be singing any, like, ever. Like, I won't. So it's not necessarily the best thing, but I think if you're a singing teacher, perfect book for you to have, because then you can just like, you learn this one, you learn that one. But for one person to do everything in here, I think is a bit unrealistic, or maybe in different times in your life, depending on the type of singer you are. I always find that the choices that they make in order to be in this is really funny. But I don't think I'll be looking at anything from here because I have the scores. Then I have my singing technique book, which is by David L. Jones, who was my singing teacher in the States, and I still take lessons with him if I can sometimes, and I follow his master classes. But yeah, that's him. He's really wonderful. And I really love this book, and it's not going anywhere. And then lastly, I have, in that shelf, I have my libretto books, but I should keep you 2 out because I should make synopses. Everyone's been asking me for a Tosca synopsis for quite some time. So I see you and I hear you and I know I talk about it all the time. I will leave this out. I will leave these 2 out, and then if they don't happen within the next 6 months, hit me up. Should we attempt? I mean, I know that there's nothing in here relevant, so that's fine. I think I've spoken about all of them, so I don't think I need to talk about them much. But the little novelettes about different composers that I took from my grandfather after he passed away. My grandmother was like, I think you'd like these. So I said, yeah. And then I took them, and that was about 12 years ago. Have I read all of them yet? No. These, which have been a lot of fun, still haven't figured out who Mrs. Stanley Wrench is yet. A book that I found in Cambridge about Britain's Gloriana, which is an opera that was written for the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II, not the first. This book that I want to read, which is Northern German Opera in the Age of Goethe, which seemed really interesting to me because I kind of am obsessed with all the Goethe operas that have been turned into, Goethe novels that have been turned into opera. So, going to read that. My Imperial Tea Party book, which I should probably just finish. I'm gonna leave that out because I need to finish that. I've been procrastinating. So, these will be read before the new year. We have time. And then my German book, German for Beginners. So actually, my battery is flashing. So, up here we don't have that much more. We just have Opera for Everyone and The Politics of Opera by Mitch Cohen, and this I just bought, which I'm very excited about. It's a bit of a hefty book, but I'll get into it. See. And then just some, and lastly, How to Enjoy Opera. Well, welcome back now that you've seen my messy bookshelf, which is much cleaner now, but my desk isn't, so that's why we are back in the living room. And also I just really, really love my little plant bookshelf and my new lamp that I just got from IKEA. I'm very happy with it. It changes everything. But, so what do I have? Obviously, there was the Imperial Tea Party, which I need to finish reading. Did I get around to it over the weekend? No, but we will get around to it this weekend. It is by Frances Welch, and it's actually not about tea. It's about the Romanovs and the Victorians, the royal families, and their introductions. And it's just, well, it's the Romanovs and the Windsors, to be honest. But it's their relationship the 3 times that they met. It has nothing to do with tea. Very misguiding title. But that's what happens when you judge a book by its title and not by what it says in the back or what people say on Goodreads. But still got it, still really interested, and I'm also obsessed anyway with history, so that works too. Put that behind the pillow as if it doesn't exist. Then second thing I found was the Missa Solennelle, which I talked about a bit there, and yes, I'm digging into this, especially the Agnus Dei. Oh, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. I hope that I can find a way to perform this, even though it does need a choir, but maybe I will get some socially distanced choirs or virtual choir to do it with me. Who knows? Dreams can come true, they can happen to you. Dido, from Dido and Aeneas, which I am learning now. I've always sung, like, I can't remember a time that I haven't been singing the famous Remember Me. But there isn't that much more to learn from her, and I'm excited to just finish it at this point and say like, oh, Avi has this on her CV. Avi can just whip it out and like remind herself what it is. So stay tuned. Next up, Handel's Messiah. So I've been working on, I hope the building isn't driving you crazy. I mean, at the end of the day, anything is better than the sound of New York streets from my previous videos, my really earlier videos, if you can remember them. Lots of the sound got cut out because no matter what I did, New York streets are loud. I am working on But Who May Abide at the moment, as well as one that I started like years ago and never felt confident enough to actually sing, and that is O Thou That Tellest Good Tidings to Zion. So also really important for any singer, if you can sing this, learn it, because it's how you're gonna make money every year. Always people are doing it at different capacities. You might as well start in like a small off-the-grid type concert so that you have less pressure, but at least just get yourself out there doing messiahs, because it's a great experience and it's great exposure, and you can get paid to sing. Lots of churches do it, and they, you know, it's just really important to get paid to do what you love. Singing is not a hobby for some of us, it's a job. Next up, as I said, Charlotte, I plan that by December, so by the end of December, beginning of January, I will know all of it. I don't think that is too much to ask of myself. I think if I am very diligent and do it every day, it'll be very easy. The doing it every day, that's where I'm not great at right now, but once I start and sit and do it, it's not a problem. So We just need to do it every day. I already know the arias, I just need to learn the duets and refine everything. The rest of it, which is a huge chunk. But my strong feeling is that I will be able to do it by the end of December, so that by January I can take on a new role. And we'll see what that is. I mean, this feels like a lot of stuff, but I think I'll be fine. Gusalka, which my new singing teacher also suggested that I look at, so I should probably listen to her. I mean, it feels weird to look at this. It's one of those things where I'm like, really? Really? Oh, and I love it. Never thought I would sing it, but I have it on my shelf. Might as well give it a whirl. Learning to read Czech, because when I did it in German. So, the Czech. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. And then lastly, I remembered I had these librettos, which I bought. Where did I buy you guys? The Met shop. I bought them at the Met. So many years ago now. And I promised, because this one, so many people have been asking for, but like it's a hefty opera. As you see, this is only the libretto and it's quite thick. And there's a lot of things that I don't want to leave out. So I will get to this. Fingers crossed I have it by soon. By soon. I think that's fair. I have a very exciting plan in my head for the coming months. So we'll see what happens on the YouTube channel. And then Pagliacci. This one I just need to do and get over with for you guys because it's such a short opera. It's so famous. And I think I can link it into kind of, well, I'm terrified of clowns. So I think I can really easily link it to Halloween and do it as like an October thing. That's all, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little video. And I am sorry that there was no tea segment at the beginning. I have lost that footage by trying to clean up my computer, which was the nightmare of all nightmares. What I'm also thinking is it was time to change the beginning. Hopefully in a few weeks it will be out with a new one. I don't know. I kind of want to change it. I just feel like the channel's come so far. But with that being said, if you would like to support this channel, please check out my Patreon, which is linked down below. It is the Diva Studies group where we can talk about Diva Studies and you can hear more behind the scenes of how I'm progressing with my studies and other fun stuff that only Patreons do, like a monthly live stream and some exclusive content. As well as you can check out my completely free newsletter, which is in the description box, and it goes out once a month. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so you can be notified when I make a new video, which is every single week. I hope you have a great week. Don't forget to drink lots and lots of tea, especially now that you have no excuses because the cold weather is back. Unless you're in Australia or like the Southern Hemisphere, then still no excuses. Tea is life. And don't forget to watch an opera at home. There's so many online these days, and there's so many ways to find them. So use the hashtag Diva Studies and let me know what you're watching or what you're studying, and we can join in and enjoy each other's company. And I think I need to eat this one tomato. I think I'll eat him today. Maybe. Probably not, because I don't want to kill him. Bye!